This was a very hard scene to do and not laugh because we had to just stare at each other for a few minutes. He kept being really like serious and emotional when he was saying his vows.
It's not often that you...
I was just like, oh. We're watching some scenes from our new movie, Enola Holmes 3, together for the first time.
She'll be here, don't worry. Of course.
So while I was standing around, you are...
I am in a carriage on the way to the wedding, might I add. I just had a few finishing touches, lip liner, things of that nature. And the coachman says,
We have a man in pursuit.
I turn around, I think it's somebody trying to kill me naturally, and it turns out to be Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson. How did you actually shoot that?
The interior of the carriage we filmed on a green screen on the studio in London. The exterior of the carriage, I actually did stand on top of the carriage while it was moving. I was harnessed in and
Really?
I held the shotgun, looked at camera a few times, quite a few times, in heels, might I add.
Yeah.
But I actually had the best day and I played Bon Jovi throughout the whole scene.
Did you?
The whole scene, because I felt like a rock star.
Yeah, or Tom Cruise, but I don't think he wears heels.
No, or a corset.
It's me!
Wait, she falls off in a sec.
He likes to see that. This is my amazing stunt double. And might I add, she had to do that once and she forgot to take her sunglasses off. So she did it for no reason.
No.
Yeah, do you remember I did that on Enola 1? I did the whole scene with my opticals on.
No.
Yeah,
You
in
rings a
Basel.
bell.
Yeah, in
rings a
Basel
bell.
like that.
And I think the moral of this story is turn up to the wedding on time.
Right, yeah.
Why were you wearing a mask?
Where's the handkerchief?
I have never experienced heat like that.
Truly quite boiling.
Excruciatingly hot.
I would go for like multiple swims every day just to cool off.
Like, it was really distracting.
Yeah.
Because when you're so hot and you're wearing 5 layers, I was just so excited for the sun to go away and for it to be
Yeah.
nighttime again.
It's your brother. He's missing.
Tewkesbury, what are you doing?
Oh, I love this. I love this.
Now, this was fun. So this scene is about sort of just showing how we've been spending the last couple of months, years together. And I got to hold a mouse for this, a little mouse that I named Mouse. Okay, there he is, little Richard. He was really sweet.
And then remember we had to act with the fake one?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was a bit weirder.
And this was also all improv.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, I particularly liked this sequence.
This was fun.
They basically just put a camera in the room and just told us to just perform. So we literally just played music.
Yeah, the music
A
was,
lot of Lord.
yeah.
And we literally just like used props around us. We started fighting.
Jumping on the bed.
Jumping on the bed. Oh yeah. You absolutely walloped me with that
With
pillow.
yeah, pillow fights.
Out of nowhere though. Like, I didn't even know it was coming and it was just like,
I used to love a pillow fight. And there's something quite fun about genuinely catching someone off guard in,
Yeah.
in a scene. You only need to do it once. The camera catches it.
you
it's
honestly did it.
priceless.
And also the dust that came off the pillow like in the
They
sequence.
were old pillows.
Enola Eudora Holmes,
And he proposes.
will you take I, Ernest Augustus of the House of Tewkesbury?
Yes. He has a first name.
He has a first name.
I was surprised too. I love that. I actually don't mind the name.
Ernest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I came up with one a while ago, but I've forgotten it.
What do you mean?
As in, like, when I first got the part, I was like, what's this guy about? What's his name?
Right.
In that scene, I was taught how to make a ring out of a little flower, and I only managed to do it once. When I brought it up, I was so proud of myself, because it was an actual flower ring that you can make. I made with a flower.
You're so brave.
Yeah, and then they substitute in the prop ones.
Yeah.
And that's the one that they actually see the close-up of. But I'd just like you to know that I did it.
Seriously, well done.
That was a fake flower. It was actually a longer scene.
It
but
was such a long scene. They
They've-
just cut most of it.
Of course, because it started with us in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I quite like that.
Yeah.
I've forgotten, yeah, we were lying in bed together. And the subject was...
Marriage.
My breathing.
Oh, yes, you're breathing.
I was just sitting there reading. This is how the scene started.
Maybe we should release the deleted scene.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And there was about 4 long breaths, and then you go, what are you doing? What is that?
Why do you keep sighing? Why do you keep sighing?
You keep doing, yeah. And
Yeah.
we have a little argument.
Back and forth.
It was quite nice.
So fun.
Not yet.
This is our real wedding.
We're gonna laugh. We'll just say off the bat, Henry Cavill wasn't there for this scene.
So when they cut to him, he very evidently looks like he wasn't there.
Yeah, and there was another guy standing who was dressed just like him all
Just
day.
like
He was
him.
just every time you looked at him. Just give you that look. Yeah, it's me. There he is. But it kind of, I think it kind of
Also,
works.
you could, yeah, it works. You would never be able to tell, but
If we hadn't
the other
spoiled
night
it.
when we watched it, we
Yeah.
both burst out
Yeah.
laughing when we saw it.
Oh, my darling.
I walked down the aisle to Lana Del Rey,
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. I've forgotten that.
and then you meet me at the end of the aisle.
Yeah.
That was all like a day of kind of choice.
And the Hattie who plays my mother was in tears the entire time.
The entire time, she was genuinely emotional, as if we were getting married.
Yeah, it was really, really sweet.
Dearly beloved, new family.
I've not done any wedding scene at all in my life. And funnily enough, the only wedding I've attended is Millie's.
Yeah, it was my third wedding I've ever filmed.
Filmed, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
What else have you been married in?
Oh, they just marry me off. But yeah, I did feel weirdly emotional. I felt like she was really getting married. Yeah.
It'll be a simple ceremony because I really don't know much of the original by heart.
You could imagine the ad-libbing.
She loves it, yeah.
She just will say whatever comes to her mind. It's
great.
And I chose for Dr. Watson to give the rings.
Did you?
Thank you, sir.
Gorgeous lighting, look at that. That's stunning.
Ready?
Not on Helena, on Millie.
On Helena too.
Not quite.
She's in a shadow.
She's in a- yeah.
I will say, I really loved the lighting that day. It
It was
was
stunning,
so nice.
Ernest, will you care for Enola?
This was a very hard scene to do and not laugh because we had to just stare at each other for a few minutes.
Yeah.
He kept being really like serious and emotional when he was saying his vows.
It's not often that you...
And I was just like, oh.
Well, try staring into someone's eyes for like 5 minutes over and over and over again. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Enola?
I want to be his.
I want to be his.
It's a good line.
Good.
And he says, I want to be hers.
Because I want to be hers.
That's the flower.
That's the flower.
He gives her a diamond ring at the beginning of the film, but truly that's not what she wanted. She wanted something he
Right.
made her.
Then by the power vested in me by
No one at all.
no one at all.
By no one at all. Like, so she's not Enola Tewkesbury.
Well, in their little world, maybe they are. Maybe
Yeah.
that's all that matters. You're not going to change your name, are you? If anyone's changing their name,
It's you.
probably Chooks.
Yeah, no. I think she would. Or she'd double barrel.
She would double barrel.
I think so. Enola Holmes Tewkesbury.
Huh?
It works.
Holmes Tewkesbury. Oh, it's very posh.
Yeah,
Terribly posh.
terribly. I do actually really want to know if they are married though.
Legally?
Yeah. I guess we could dive into that in the fourth one.
You may now kiss the husband.
Oh, that's sweet. Golden hour.
Golden hour. Thank you for joining us.
You can watch all 3 Enola Holmes movies now on Netflix.